page or not. If I see myself, I do not see myself.
Of course it did. That was useless.
Okay. Well, I do not see myself or us on your page. Oh, it says Talk Virtual is now live.
My iPad is dead as a doorknob. It's a nub.
Oh, Lux Maverick is now live.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep. Hooray. So
hooray. That's what we talk about. Get ready. So where all did we go?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For Facebook, Talk Virtual, my business page, and Lux Maverick, your business page. I did not see it on your personal page. Let me type your name in here.
My personal page is special. Why you ain't telling me to get on my, I'm too short to be sitting on this chair without a thing on it. I need a hot chair.
Okay, I see us on your personal page.
All right, there we go. That's how come I couldn't see myself, because I ain't had no light on me. I'm too short.
Let's see. I'm gonna check YouTube. I didn't set up LinkedIn for this, but
okay.
Where'd it go? Where's YouTube?
Guys, Erica's the bomb.
Okay.
We are in the process of getting ready for you guys for tomorrow for the Master Your Recovery Virtual Summit Series with Elle Kersey as your host.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So of course, today of all days is going to be Computer Freakout Day. And so Erica is manning everything from her side because Julius decided that he needed to chill. Julius is my computer. He needed a nap. So we are in the process of rebooting him. Hopefully he works tomorrow, or I will be someplace, somewhere, sitting at somebody else's computer trying to do our virtual event for tomorrow. But tomorrow we have some amazing people that are going to come share some serious insight with you regarding sports injuries around football. The Super Bowl is Sunday, so of course what we're doing is talking about the top types of injuries, not necessarily the top people who've been injured. And we're talking about the top types of injuries. We're talking about the difference between playing hurt and playing injured. We're going to have a football insider talk tomorrow about his foray into the NFL process and what happened to him and all those kind of things. I think that this is the perfect conversation to have for this particular summit session, because football is 100% injury sport. So if you are a parent, if you are a parent and you have a child, you have to understand, and they play football, you have to understand that football is a 100% injury sport. What that means is that your child, if they play, is hurt or injured, or injured injured in some way. And then sometimes it's significant and they don't tell you because they want to continue to play. Because part of playing football is popping up. If you get knocked down, you just quickly get up, and you can't let them see a sweat or whatever, some like that. So the point is that there's a lot of information that you should know. If you have a child who is playing, wanting to play, how you need to be able to protect your child so that not only are they, well, yes, so that they're safe, but also if they have dreams of going to professional sports, the earlier that you are able to be aware of and intervene into these types of seemingly benign types of injuries, then they are more likely and will be more capable to be able to, if they have the skills or the talent, I guess. Is that considered a talent, Erica?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. So, I mean, because I think that football is also skill. That's why I was kind of on the fence about it. Because there's very technical things that you have to learn how to do. You have to learn how to play your position. You have to learn how to read the little maps that they make of the plays and all those kind of things. You have to know everybody else's position and what they do, and the opposite of you, like you're the person who you're manning up against and all that. So I think it's kind of both. So I think it is a skill as well. You have the athletic prowess and ability. So, right. And then you also have to learn the technical sides of things. So, but tomorrow you'll get to see a lot of information, more from people who know a lot more about football than I do. I just know how to fix you if you get broken. So that's essentially what we're going to do. And hopefully, like, my camera ain't going to be a lot better because I can use a different camera on a computer. So I'll be looking all crazy. But anyway, it's not about how I'm looking. It's sort of information. And the reason why we're doing this whole thing is so that people understand. Right, Erica?
Right.
You're going to get a whole new viewpoint. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of one of the topics that we're going to talk about later on in the series, and it's the Rice method. Okay, so the Rice method is rest, ice, compression, elevation. It's been like the standard, and it's still the standard in a lot of sports medicine environments. But guess what? The guy who created the Rice method admitted that it was not a good idea. It's debunked, like that theory. So, because this is what always happens, and I know I'm like talking real low, but this is what always happens. Like, somebody comes up with this idea, and then it's like, okay, so we're going to accept that as a fact. But the truth is, it's just a theory. Nobody's ever disproven or disproven it. It's just an idea. So what's happened is so in 2012, a guy came out and he wrote the whole thing about how the Rice method is not a really good idea. So I know I'm being like kind of vague about it because I don't want to give it all away, but you guys, this summit is so needed in the lives of many of us, because we all, no matter who you are, you get some type of injury, whether it's major or minor, you got to deal with it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you one more thing. Then we're gonna get off here because y'all know I can talk. That's my thing. But anyway, so think about it like this. Whenever you have an issue, the first thing that you want to do is like if you have a broken leg or something, you need to go to the doctor, right? Sometimes they just set it. Sometimes you have to have surgery. Sometimes it's all different kind of things. But that is just your first step on your recovery journey. It is not the end all to be all, because, before they used to do the surgery and send you home after a while, put you in traction and all this kind of stuff. And they send you home. And they didn't do anything. And then at some point they added physical therapy. And then depending on the type of injury that you have, you can have other types of therapy, like speech therapy. People think speech therapy is just something that little kids who can't talk do, but it's not. It's something that they also help you learn how to swallow again and be able to eat again and all that kind of stuff. Because if you lose the ability to control your throat for whatever reason, because you got injured or car accident or something like that, somebody has to help you recover. There's occupational therapy. Depending on your life, what's happened in your life, you know what occupational therapy is. And then there's all different types of therapies. So most of those things happen in the beginning, right? And then you go home. Once you go home, it's kind of like you fall into this hole and you may or may not fully recover, or you may or may not end up in pain for years and all that kind of stuff, right? So what do? Now, more types of therapies are being integrated into the medical experience, right? So now they call it integrative medicine, because things like, y'all know my specialty is microcurrent. It is my baby. And then there are, like, acupuncture, massage, chiropractic care. Now, chiropractic care and massage were one of the first things that were, I would say, considered integrative medicine that's moved into the space. But now they're trying to pull all these different types of things in, because they realize that, well, people are still suffering, and it's evident, based on the opioid scandal, that pain management needed to expand. So here we are. We are in a whole new era. The whole world has changed. COVID done took over everything. Now we're trying to beat it down. The supply chain is crazy. The government done lost its mind more than it did before. So everything's just different. So it's an opportunity for us to grow and to not only take the negative side, but take the positive side. So in this situation, we are going to be focusing on the positive. And so I really, really hope you can come and join us. If you can't be live at noon, what I would suggest that you do, so that you can see all the content, is to get your ticket. It's only $97 for the entire series. So right now the series has 6 different sessions in it. Erica, in her wisdom, is trying to make me work even harder. You guys don't even know the work that we don't put into this thing. So what's going to happen is, so even if we expand the sessions, people who come later who want to buy tickets will get a higher charge. And then this is kind of more of a movement, when you say, Erica?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think, everything's kind of, the more we dig into this situation, the more we find that there are people actually looking for this information, but they just don't know where to find it. And we try to find other places that have a way to share this information with you guys, but we haven't found it. So we had to create it, thus the summit. So we are tired, and we will be back on here tomorrow looking much better, I assure you. The doors open tomorrow at 11. So there's networking. Networking is just so that people who are interested in this type of thing can hang out with other people who are interested in this type of thing. Tomorrow is free. Tomorrow's session is free. So you get an opportunity to see kind of what to expect from the summit, since this is the first time that there's been one quite like this. And then you have to make a decision after that if you want to. We are going to be we will encourage you to buy tickets, but we won't have it won't be like, buy your tickets, blah, blah, blah. It won't be any of that. You know where to go get tickets. So you'll be encouraged to go do that if you want to come to the rest of the summit. But so we'll start right at 12 noon with content. So we have this amazing and erudite and intelligent Angela Pride will be of Coaching with Pride will be our first speaker tomorrow. Even though she could have been much more to this event than, and she probably will do some more stuff later, but for this first session, she's going to be a color commentator. So she's going to talk about playing injured versus playing hurts from the perspective of a NFL mom. And we are going to have Tremaine Bowman, who is going to come on and talk. I said this already. I think he's going to come on and talk about his foray into the NFL. So he's our keynote speaker for tomorrow. And then I got a surprise for you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you about that right now. So you have to be at the event or get you a ticket so you can see it. So it will be live. And hopefully you won't have to listen to me drone on as you are right now. Erica, anything else you want to say about tomorrow as I hog the spotlight?
So networking, 11 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time. The event will start at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, if you want to see the replays, $97. First one's free. So come learn about what you can do about football injuries. And then after that, what's next? Basketball?
Basketball. Mm-hmm.
Learn what you can do about your basketball injuries. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so you got, so it's football, then it's basketball because it's the all-star game. And then you have the season opener for baseball. And then we're going to do the Masters and the Boston Marathon. And oh my gosh, you guys. So, okay. Oh, and then the last one is the French Open. But the people who we've selected to talk about, I know that it's not yet in the system, so you can see who all the speakers will be eventually, but it'll be in there before the next session, which is the 18th, because we're with all the, COVID kind of changed everything. COVID just is affecting everything so crazily, and y'all know it, and it just makes me nuts. So we're trying to make sure that we have everybody in place to be able to reach out to these amazing people, and that they're the tech really is set up so that they can give the best conversation without interruption, without making you crazy because you can hear one videos out, blah, blah, blah. So we're doing a lot of tech set up for that. So you guys are and so by the time the next one comes up, the whole schedule will be in there. But we have gold medalists, we have a quantum healer. I guess that's what anyway, I don't want to even say, I guess I should quit talking about it, but you'll see, there's lots of stuff in there. Oh, one lady, so I'm in negotiations, I guess, talking with a lady who is a shaman, which I thought was so cool. Like, really? And so anyway, there's so much out there to help you after you have done the basics. It's like when you go to college, you have to do your first level class, second level classes. Those are just your basics. Why? Because you need to have those or where they used to say that you have to have those to have everything else stand on top of that so that you can be an all around really good student. So think about that same way for your health. You can't just go from hurt to well. There's a process, there's a journey, and sometimes you need help on your journey and sometimes you don't. So that's what this is all about. What if you need help? What are your options for help? All right, Erica, you ready to stop listening to me talking now?
I thought you did a good job talking about the event that you worked so hard to put together. Very proud of
Yes.
you for putting it together in such short time.
Oh my gosh. Yo guys, wait till y'all see the behind the scenes. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. So next week we start behind the scenes video for you guys. We kind of recorded some of them, but the behind the scenes are super crazy. So you're going to start getting like, you can get so sick of seeing us. You're going to be like, will she get off my computer? I'm be like, no, I'm coming for you, my pretties. And we're going. I'm silly because I'm tired. So, but we are so ready, so ready. Urban Topic and Finding Peace and Velocity brand and all these different brands are coming together to help make that's how you got to come to this first one free, actually. So we are very excited, very happy to be able to do this. And I feel very honored and very grateful to be able to bring this out. I didn't know that this was going to be part of my journey. And I'm sure Erica didn't know this was going to be part of her journey either. Because if y'all try to listen to me right now, imagine Erica having to listen to me drone on for like 8 hours at a time.
You had nothing but good information to share.
Oh my goodness. So, all right, you guys. It looks like my computer's coming back to life.
Hooray.
And so we're going to go and check all the places where this video that we just made exists. So I could just look at this. I am certainly sure that my lighting's off. My hair looks probably crazy, even though it probably looks okay in real life. But video and lighting is everything when you're doing this stuff. I probably don't have any eyebrows. Skin look terrible. Like, oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Wow.
But anyway, it's all right. It's still me. Still me.
You're hilarious.
All right, you guys. So good night. We bid you adieu and farewell. And we'll see you in the morning.
Yep. Night night.